Ah, what beauty. Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft 1.6.4 Magic World 2. My beautiful, beautiful new home. That's right! I decided to build an age, and finally I've done it correctly. No instability. All beauty. I also decided to set up some silverwood trees with nodes. Find a complete pure node, which has quite good aspects in it. I might actually add this to my arsenal of other nodes. And then have a lovely seat to look at the dark skies. Now, there's a lot more about this world than it seems. For instance, there's one moon, there's the second moon, and there's the third moon. Yes, this world has 3 moons, all going for their own individual moon phases. Awesome! And I did repurpose this beautiful place here as a place of my own. For instance, let's get this into a real... Oh, no. Nope, doesn't want to move. Come on, you can do it, mouse, computer, whatever you are. Come on, work with me here. Oh, okay, good. Wait, okay. And I repurposed it into a library. But there's a big problem regarding this. Really big problem. I can't fly unless I use the air sled. So, let's see. What can we do? Well, I have been looking into making a thermostatic harness. You've finally managed to unlock the secrets of flight. You have created a harness that can anchor itself to the thermic field, using thermostatic energy, allowing you to defy gravity. You think quantums and quirks might also be involved somehow. Oh well. But we need to go ahead and build it. Now I decided I needed to make this place look a bit different. I heard that instability is quite hodled with candles when I was at the Sages meeting. Also, apparently, Engineer found it out by himself, that little git. So, you know, we just decided to do a little bit of perks. But I tidied up the place because Engineer doesn't know how to bloody keep a place tidy. So let's keep everything we need. So I've been using this wand for some reason and another. Right, and let's go ahead and set everything we need. I know we need 2 of these. 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 Right? 2, right? I'm correct. Am I correct? 2, yes, and then we just need 1 of these off in the corner. That's for odd bits because they have no equilibrium, and we need to go grab the leather tunic that will be used for the harness. Now, the harness itself is pretty exemplary, and I mean pretty straightforward. I mean exemplary. It's also a good example of flying. It actually does require potentia aspect or power to continue to function. Ah, that's right. I need to show you the facts that just happened to me. I came down here for some reason. Ah, tunic. It's a bit damaged, but we can get that done real quick. I've been dabbling with a little bit of magic, in and of itself, straightforward magic, if you will, and for some reason you do not want to work. But do you want to be repaired? Do you want to repair? Apparently it doesn't. Okay, I need to recenter this. Let's see, bring that out, bring out the crystal wrench. I know, it's just keep the place so organized. Bring you and you. Let's go. Apparently it's completely out. So take you. It's shining. Is it shining? Okay, take you. It's actually working. Okay, good. So what's it going to do? It's going to repair our leather tunic. Now, it's actually, well, it's repairing because it's not going to take long. It's just a bit of leather. Unfortunately, the thermostatic harness is actually not all that great in the sense of it does require a good bit of aspect as well as it does not give us a very good amount of armor. But that's where another item comes in. The robes of the stratosphere. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make a lot of backup items involving distortions and other things. Not the leggings. Let's just... We want to go with this one first because what it does is this first off blesses me with eternal flight and it negates all fall damage. It also passively protects me from all incoming projectiles, I believe, of any kind. Akin to the wand of distortion, meaning arrows and stuff of the sort can be ejected, but not fireballs and gas, basically gas stuff. Okay, good. And you should be done soon. No, you got a little while, 24 to go. Let's see. Also, someone has been breaking my glass in my dome. Not making me a happy camper, I'll tell you that much. I believe also this is missing a lot of its water aspect. Not making me a happy camper. Right? Okay, thanks for that. Okay. Oh, my throat's acting so funny. Right. Oh, everything's floating and ready. It's all at the ready. Okay, let's see. Good. You done here, you done here, you done here. That's good. Set you all up. Now we need put one here, one here, one here, and one here. Now let's go and grab those, because the reason we have these items on the main bar purposely is so that if one drops off and gets exploded, we have everything done. Now, let me warn you about the thing I do. Yeah, it needs to be done pretty well. Basically, fill up your complete aspect jars, or else you'll have problems like I did in one of my worlds, where you're trying to figure out how to make the robe of the stratosphere, and all of a sudden, one thing you're missing, and that one thing so happens to be the thermostatic harness, and it burns and turns into flux. So literally, I'm going to be making 3 of everything we need for the for the robe of the stratosphere, as well as making 2 jars full of every aspect we need, because that flux for that thing is shite. And now we're just waiting for this to finish. Okay, leather tunic. Now we get to make a static thing. A thermic static thing. It makes us fly. That is the main focus. It makes us fly. So let's go down and bam. Now I don't know how much candles actually stops the taint itself, so we're about to find out. So it starts sucking up what it needs, like usual. I'm just gonna see what it needs. I've actually have this place properly balanced out completely to its full effect, even though it still hurts. It still hurts. Okay, it's doing a good job so far. That's the only thing I'm worrying about right here. Everything else I'm of course going to worry about as well. I'm a worrywart when it comes to the spells, bloody things. Oh, had a feeling. Oh, had a feeling, actually. And it destroys my... Just go here. Imagine what it's going to be like with the robe of the stratosphere. Oh my lord. Right, and had a feeling. Right, good there. I don't know if this is doing such a good job, because things are burning out rather quickly. Okay, we've already used up one of almost every item. Well, one of iron, one of... Okay, we're getting the air shards going. Absorbing the wood. Right, absorbing the thing, the redstone capacitor. Gold going. Apparently, by the way, that even if an item can be blown off technically, and it will require a little bit more aspect if an item gets blown off during the process of absorbing it. So now we have a thermostatic harness. Now, how do you fill this dastardly thing? Shift, right click on it. That's what you do. You shift, right click on it. Now you see it has a jar ready. Grab Potentia, which you can find from normal redstone. Put it in there, and we already have a ready thermostatic harness. Now, first off, this thing needs to be enchanted out the butt. Why? Because it's slow, and we need haste. So go like this. Protection. Don't care about that. We need haste, and I need 8 levels of haste. And it also needs. It doesn't need repair, does it? I hope it doesn't. But as you can see, look over in the corner there, right next to the ender stuff and all the glitchiness of the things. You see that we have a jar of sorts, like a, okay, over here, like right here where these would be. Yeah, right there. By the way, could someone tell me how to turn these effects off? Because they're starting to get a bit of bothersome, since I feel like my screen's starting to get really crowded like a HUD. I know it is called the HUD, but I would like my HUD not to be so HUDdy. But anyway, as you can see, it's full. Now that means that's how much the jar of thermostatic harness is. Double tap, and now we're flying. like in creative mode. Now, the falling portion is not like creative mode. You'll start falling rather quickly, and you don't look up anymore. You actually have to press, you know, thing. Now, what does it look like? It looks like this. You are attached to the thermostatic field, apparently. And as you can see, it looks rather fancy, isn't it? And I think if you turn it off, I think you have to. I forgot how to turn it off. There we go. Oh, it still looks the same. But there you go. That's the thermostatic field. It requires very interesting click motion there. Besides that, we've got everything we need for that, so that's going pretty well. So now we have a thermostatic harness for me to continue to work on the beautiful realm that I'm in. What's another thing we should make? Well, as you can see, Icorium cloth, thermostatic harness. It kind of sucks that the two are separated. So, start working on gathering your aspects, because that's what I'm going to be doing during some time. The Robe of the Stratosphere is the first thing we want to make, and that also means that we're going to have to make a few of most of these items. Having six Ichor in itself is a scary thing. Having 50 aspects of air, having 100 aspects of it, 64 by 64 is what? 128. 128 aspects of air, having 64 alienness, having 128 aspects of light. All of this needs to be at least a jar full if it's half, like 32, or 2 jars if it's above 32. This is a robe that is so worth your time, but as you can see, it is expensive. So let's make a robe of the Uprising, a wand of the Uprising, which is right here. So we need quartz, air shard. Right, we've already got some of these things. Let's go in here, drop those things off, drop that off, drop that off. Good. Now let's jump up and let's get started. But as you can see, you're noticing that I do have regeneration and saturation for quite a long time when I start passing those bits. Well, if you've also noticed, they seem a bit different as well. That is because actually they're not the same. As you can see, they have an obsidian base. If you use 9 pieces of gold, along with a few other things, which would be a piece of gold, 2 obsidian, 1 glowstone. I came down here again for something. I must be going for something. What am I going for? I'm going for something, but I completely forgot. What am I doing? Wow. I'm going for this, that's right. We also need... Oh, feathers. I went outside for feathers. Right, well, anyway, if you get 2 obsidian, golden block, which is 9 ingots of gold. Oh, how sad. Alright. What else? A block of redstone and 4 shards of the crystal you want to make, and you will have a good amount of crystal. And it'll be all ready for you. So I believe this is not as unstable. Actually, it might be because it had what? 4? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, it's a bit unstable. So here, 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 here. We'll put that over there because we also need to clean up this beautiful taint. Here, here, since they're going to be opposite of each other like they're supposed to. And we need that in the middle there. That one good thing about the middle, it doesn't burn. And then we need 1 air shard over here, and we'll put it actually right in the middle, see if it actually equals it out a good bit. Now, we have enough travel. Let's see what else we need. I'll have to make a few of these. By the way, I'm only making these once, and then I'm going to make multiples off camera. We need movement. Do we have enough air? Nope. No, I think it used up all of our air. I don't think this thing actually required air. Never mind, this thing didn't require air. Now we need something with movement, which is Motus, I believe. So I'm going to go check if we have Motus in the old storage unit over here. Motus. We have 8 Motus. We have enough to fill up a whole jar. Yeah, we're good. Now we just need to see if we have enough air. Nope, not in there. Yep, we have 32 air, and I believe that thing only required a little bit. So making this is going to be pretty easy then. I don't know how much flux it requires, but I can see that a lot of things have already started burning. So let's go ahead and get this like so, put that there. Anything else we might require, just in case. I do not want to burn any of these things. So I've also figured out finally how to burn things. It's nice. It's a bit, Oh, they give me back my glass files! Okay, what's going on with the glass files, though? Because I'm filling you up, but you keep dropping. Oh my god. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm hitting max, and then I'm... well, wow. Wow, I thought I would never do that, but I did. Okay, apparently I was hitting max, and I just done something stupid, so... that's all we need. That's really weird. It feels... no, I've got everything we need already. This feels weird. Okay, just let it do its thing. Wow, it's not taking much. It's nice when something doesn't take much. It's really nice, because that means we don't have to wait that long time period. I think it's time. I think that's what instability is. I think it's time during the ritual. So there's one thing, there's another thing, there's another thing, and it's pretty stable. I haven't seen any lightning arc out of it. And then it's getting the feathers, and it's also getting that, and it's about to... yeah, there we go! I've got some mimicite. We need to open up that bag, and we need to put a few things up, like for instance this. The new bow I have, that bow is bloody amazing, I know. And our spells. Now we have the focus of the Uprise. Let's see if we grab it. Oh, okay. It's like a more primitive version of flying. Okay, I see. So we got the wand of the Uprising now. Okay, now what else do we need? We need a wand focus of oh crap, I hate doing those ones. Okay, wand focus of distortion. Order shard, we need to make that. Mirrored glass, which requires quicksilver and a window pane. I mean a thick piece of glass. That's all we really need to make after that. It protects you from incoming fire, that's right. And we need another focus of the Uprising. So I have to make 6 focuses of the Uprising to make that. Right, and then we also have to make 3 of those, have 3 of those, that's going to be easy. Having 6 of those is going to be a bit, having 3 of those, that's easy. Having 3 of that's easy. Having 3 of those, that's easy. Having 3 of that is easy. The Thermostatic Harness, once again, another bothersome thing we have to make 3 of. But I'm ready. Next episode will be great, because we're going to be learning how to fly without anything. Hopefully by next episode, actually, we will be completely moved into the new realm. This realm's nice and all, it really is, but there's a big problem involving this realm. First, it rains, lagging down my computer. Second, mob generation, lagging down my computer. Third, fan-made Enderman. Fourth, it's a blank template. I can build whatever I want without digging, without doing anything. I just have to build it. Now I have a way to fly, so I can actually definitely do it without a problem. Before I keep falling off, and I had to use the bloody my bloody Sword of the Zephyr to fly back up the old-fashioned way. That's what the Sword of the Zephyr used to be like. It used to be like this. I see there was an odd entity and it had hit the ground. Oh. Yeah, the Sword of the Zephyr used to be like this, by the way. Except it used to jolt a lot more forward. It only requires air, as you can see, and this one's a lot cheaper. I don't know, really. I mean, this wand focuses around air itself, so we don't have to really worry about that. And we also will be having a room of crystals. That's right. We're going to keep all the... oh, this place actually looks very nice. We're going to keep all the mob generations, such as the mob bosses, in the overworld. Unfortunately, we're going to have to keep that there, so I'm going to be building a little temple around it. And this place, most of the items in this place will be moved, dedicating their own rooms or floating islands. Because, to be honest, rooms are... I don't like to be closed in. If it's in the real world, I mean, if it's in the... technically, in the real world, I have sun sickness, meaning I'm actually allergic to the sun. So, I can't go outside. So, at least in one world, I could actually be outside. So, and plus the green sky in that world, oh, so beautiful. 3 moons, come on. It's just, we have to name them. We have to name the moons. 3 moons. How about the 3 aspects of the goddess? the crone, the maiden, and the mother. And it all depends, because technically, if you're talking about witchcraft, which I'm actually just running around at this point, if you're talking about witchcraft, then we're actually talking about the fact that you're born the maiden, which is technically part like a quarter of the moon, the mother, which is half the moon, and the full moon is the crone. No, it's the new moon is the maiden, full moon is the mother, and then dying moon is the crone. So that's what we need to go for. But we need to make these robes. But there's another thing we have to make as well. We need to make the pants first. We have yet to finish the pants, and when we make the hood, we have to also go for the hood. So either way, we're going to have to start having these things. That's a big problem. So basically, we're going to have to start going for those things. I've already got the Icorium cap, right? So let's see what we can go if we can start going for the Icorium stripped silver wood core one, because we're supposed to do that this episode. But the problem is I don't feel like I have enough stuff ready, and I think we should make that a little bit in the future. Actually, I think next episode should be dedicated to those two things. And if we have time, the robes of the stratosphere. God, I'm so boring. It's so hard to become a god. We will do it. As we've already started, I mean, we've already got two things that are unbreakable. So, but the thing is, though, technically, I don't know how to get the sanguine helm. Right? But that gives me a discount of 10%. All the robes all together give me a discount of 774, which would be a total of 18? 774? 773. 344. No, it's 344. So it's a total of 11, not including the fact that we're going to have the Icorium capped wand. That's making it 30. So 11, 30, 41. We have a 41% if we get the sanguine helm. A 41% discount in thaumaturgy. We have to do this. Now, also I wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I know I'm running around at this point, but this is episode 22, and I've had the most watches I've ever had in a series. And I wanted to thank you all very much. You all have actually been dedicated. I have had comments on the videos. I've actually been trying to answer the comments, but the problem is I don't really know how to answer them. If I should answer them privately or if I should answer them openly. And thank you very much. I do listen to your opinions and the way you do. And by the way, one viewer, I'm sorry with names, but the list actually came from the Mistcraft itself website. So I actually sat down and figured out all the data values and stuff, and I wrote down that list myself. But once again, the Mistcraft wizard did it because he's the one who created Mistcraft. So it's one of those things where all I did was just figure out a little bit of the code. Another thing what we should work on. Magic. Starfall, Firestorm, Blizzard. There are hidden things like Mana Shield, Mana Link, and stuff of the sort. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for being dedicated. I'm very happy. So until next time.
Yep-a-boo, subscribe. Subscribe. Why don't you subscribe and like a video today? I hope you enjoyed. Bye, guys.